So, hi, Laura.
Hi, hello.
So, first, I wanted to ask you, like, what is actually your position for Path for Paws?
I guess my position is just volunteer. I've been volunteering and fostering. I'm a foster home as well.
Oh, I see.
We've been fostering for this organization. The founder has been doing rescue for about 20 years, and I've been fostering for her for about 20 years. So ever since we moved to Vegas, she was the first person we called and said, "Hey, we'll foster." So anyway, since the COVID started, I've kind of taken on the role of mobile adoption coordinator.
Oh, I see.
So, so we've, yeah.
How many dogs have you actually adopted from, have you adopted any of like your foster dogs?
Oh yeah, yeah, we've adopted. Yes, I think oh, I've had a lot of foster dogs. So we've probably since April, we probably had about 6 in our home that we've gotten adopted. So
Oh, wow.
yeah.
What about yourself? Have you adopted any of yourself, like ones you found?
I do, yes. We're going on, let's see, I have 3 dogs right now. 2 of those came from our rescue group. I had 2 previous uh, dogs that have since passed away that I've gotten from the rescue group. So yes, we're definitely a foster fail, but that's the great thing about being a foster. You can, um, it's easy to fail. So
Yeah. Wow, 20 years, probably a lot of
uh-huh.
dogs.
I know it's a long time.
What probably out of like your foster dogs or maybe from another person you know in Path for Paws, what is your best adoption story that you still kind of think of?
Oh, let's see. Well, we just had a really kind of cute story that just happened. So we have a store located at the Cow Ranch store. We used to be in their store every Saturday and Sunday. We'd set up crates and do our adoption events. Um, but they actually had a store. They own a kind of a store right next to them. And it became available, and they asked if we wanted to take over it. So we have our own location, our own storefront. So we've had a gentleman, an older gentleman, he's a Navy veteran. He's been showing up every Saturday and Sunday morning, waiting to see who we're going to pull off our transport van or who's going to come in because he's been looking for the right dog.
Wow.
So he's been doing it maybe for about a month, I think, month and a half. And then Saturday morning, we pull up in our van and off comes this cute little terrier dog. And he said, "I think that might be my dog." So he met the dog and come to find out the dog's name is Navy. And he's a Navy veteran. So anyway, so he
Wow.
adopted him and off they went home together. So
Everything was meant to be.
yeah, that's kind of a sweet story.
Oh,
So
wow.
yeah.
I like that story.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, we have a cute picture of it too on our Facebook of him in Navy. So,
okay. Oh, that's
um,
so cute.
yeah,
That's so
yeah, it's
cute.
exciting. Yeah, so that's kind of it. That's a fun story. Um, Gosh, we've just had so many. We had maybe about a year ago, we had a dog that had been running in the desert. It had been, I think, she had been loose in the desert maybe for about a month. We trapped her, got her all vetted. We named her Gotcha.
Yeah.
um, and she, we got her healthy and ready for adoption. And she was adopted by a great home. And they send us pictures on our Facebook of her just lounging by by the fire, laying on the sofa. So that was a nice happy ending for her. So
They keep the name Gotcha.
I don't think they did. No, I don't think they kept her name, but that was cheating. So.
I know you said you've been doing this fostering for 20 years. What really got you interested in starting in joining the nonprofit?
Um, well, growing up, my mother was always into animal rescue. She was the president of the Humane Society, my small town that I grew up in. We always had mainly cats. We mainly fostered cats, but we did foster some dogs. So I guess it's just kind of in my blood that that's what we do. And if anybody found a stray animal in my hometown, they would bring it to our house. And my brother and I grew up, we would help at the animal shelter, cleaning the animal shelter, that type of thing. So So I guess I've just kind of always, that's just
It's
always been in my heart to do. So when my husband and I got married 24 years ago, we um, decided to, start fostering, and worked, we lived in Texas, worked with the group there. And then we really started liking the Australian Shepherd breed because we had rescued a Australian Shepherd from the local shelter there, and she was a great dog. So we kind of stuck with that breed specific, Australian Shepherds and Border Collies as well. So, and then when we moved here, Naomi, who is in charge of this group, she is also the Australian Shepherd rescue person for this area. So anyway, so that's kind of what we've done. And I've got a picture book of all my foster dogs that we've had over the years. And my kids have grown up knowing foster dogs, and it's a great experience. So,
so you've almost been fostering dogs as long as you've been married.
I have. Yeah, we have been fostering since we've been married. So yeah, for sure.
That's cute. What are some of the challenges to kind of maybe your organization or maybe to fostering dogs? What do you think like the biggest challenges?
Biggest challenge? Well, gosh, probably with most nonprofits, it's funds, money.
I see.
To get a dog ready for adoption, you have to get them all their shots. You have to get them microchipped, spayed and neutered. And that's just the normal, if they don't have any issues. So to get a dog ready, just to be ready for adoption, you're looking at probably, if they've never had any shots or any vetting, probably about $150. And that's just one dog. That doesn't include, food, transporting them, that type of thing. And then if they have any issues, say, sometimes the dog might have a hernia when they go in to do surgery. Well, that's going to cost extra for them to fix the hernia. Older dogs that come in, they might need a dental. We always do dentals on our dogs because that's going to be something that needs to be done. I mean, dentals, those can run anywhere from $300 on up, depending on, how many teeth they have to extract. So, so sometimes you get lucky and you get nice, healthy dogs that you don't have to spend a lot of money. And then you might bring a dog in, that you're going to spend easily $5,000 to $1,000 on. And, we have a set adoption fee, and a lot of times those fees, don't even cover the cost of what we have in the dogs. So, anyway, so then you rely on donations because we don't get any funding from from the city. A lot of people say, why are your adoption fees what they are? I said, well, we're not the shelter. We don't get money from the city for each dog. We don't have free vets on hand. So, so there's a lot of cost involved, and that's probably the biggest challenge is trying to make ends meet and, try to rescue as many dogs as we can. And then other is just, foster homes. We always need foster homes because it's a great way to help these dogs get adopted. And then volunteers too. It's hard to find volunteers that are, that can commit, we're there every Saturday and Sunday and we need help, walking the dogs and helping them meet people and, just, cleaning up and that type of thing. So we always need bodies, that can help us. And, people have lives and we understand that, but it's, we like to have some dedicated volunteers that can come in and, work a few hours or work the whole day or that type of thing.
How can someone be a volunteer? How can they sign up?
They can actually come to our store. Now they would need to be 18 and up, just because of insurance policies. We can't, 18 or under 18, they can't actually handle the dogs. So they can come to our adoption center anytime, Saturday and Sunday between 10 and 4. They just have to fill out a volunteer form, some information. They need to wear tennis shoes and clothes that you don't mind getting dirty. And then they can stay and help. Like I said, they can take the dogs out for a walk, potty the dogs, fill up water bowls, some other, that type of thing. So yeah, that's how they do, just come out. And then during the week, sometimes we still need volunteers. Sometimes, like yesterday, we had to pick up some dog food at a food bank. So we're, putting dog food in a truck and then taking it to different places. So, it's nice. We like to have some muscle too, and young muscles. So, yeah.